friends, this is the Cryptonian, and today we're taking a look at AAVE. AAVE is currently at $61.78. We can see that here, and we can see that since I called this buy down here, we've actually done really well. I think we're up at one time it was probably up about 25%, and then here about 16% still. So that's not a bad buy here, especially with a powerful breakout like that. Now this is a lower high that we put in there. It is in reversal, so we can see that it's still in a downtrend, but it did break the previous local high prior to that, and this is what kind of gives me a good feeling that we may be going higher here. Of course, it really depends on Bitcoin. Now, taking a look at the data coming in from the Cryptonian suite, um, we can see that we have the point of control is way down here at, let's see, point of control $55.25, well above that. And you can see there's a lot of volume traded here. And the 50 is being tested right now. Now, we are in a downtrend or a pullback. You can see that we did have the early S1 signal. That was followed up by a confirmation of an S2 signal, so this is a confirmed downtrend. But we did have a nice push higher here. That was a nice little push to the upside. And so the price targets towards the downside, if it really depends on Bitcoin this week. If Bitcoin moves higher, then we'll probably push higher here uh, with AAVE, excuse me, off of the 50 here where it's at right now. If Bitcoin shows weakness, we'll probably drop down to this prior, probably to this prior fib area, right? $60.50. And then shortly after that, we'll probably bounce here like so, and then we'll come down to the 200 moving average on the 4 hour, and that is $59.51. That is convergence here with a previous price point of, let's see, yeah, here we go. This is the prior, that's the prior high that we broke. And so in technical analysis and on charts, whenever you break a previous high, that becomes support. So if that is the case and we're finishing up September, we could be going into a bullish October. If that's the case, then I would expect AAVE to come down, maybe sweep this low here, catch the 200, and then try to put in another impulse, another move to the upside. Now, it may not be as strong because what happens is as we roll over, we usually get another impulse to the upside, but it's weaker. It puts in a lower high, and then we come back down to retest after that. So we'll just have to wait and see what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin gains momentum, gains strength going into October, because this is Q4. Remember, I said Q4 could possibly be a strong end to the year, but we'll just have to wait and see. We're having liquidity issues, guys. We're having liquidity issues, friends, because a lot of the money is on the sidelines. We do have Michael Saylor buying Bitcoin. We do have, I think, Coinbase investing in Bitcoin mining, and so there's developments, positive developments happening. The ETF, not really sure when that's going to occur. Now I think is it Novogratz? I'm trying to remember which famous investor says that the ETF probably will be approved next month. I have my doubts about that. I'm thinking maybe Q1 of next year. We'll have to wait and see. But if he's correct, then we could finish out this year, strong. So that being said, the RSI is 43, I think. Let me see here. Yeah, 43. EMA bearish, and that's because we have a confirmed reversal here, a downtrend, a pullback, correction, whatever you want to call it. DMA trend, that was the early signal up here that goes along with the S1. and we're in reversal, and we are below the daily pivot. So we are in correction. So I'm expecting, like I said, to come down to $59.51. That is the 200 moving average. I think we'll probably have a bounce, whether it's small or large, probably bounce there. And then if Bitcoin doesn't recover, if Bitcoin goes down to 25, then most likely we're going to be coming down probably to this golden pocket first, which would be about $57.06, right? Golden pocket high, or excuse me, the golden pocket top, $58.74 here, and the bottom, $57.06. So that's where your golden pocket is, and this is where I would expect the bulls to come in and start buying this here. And if that holds, then that would be a higher low, and right here, higher low from the previous low, and this last high, last high would be a higher high from the previous high. So what's interesting is we could be putting in something like this. That's if Bitcoin cooperates and if Bitcoin, um, doesn't fall out of bed, hit its head, and break that $25,000 level. Um, if the $25,000 level on Bitcoin holds, then probably this $56, $57 area will hold for AAVE, and then probably we'll be making an attempt to try to go higher and possibly go higher into the end of the year. We'll have to wait and see. Um, Marching up, hopefully, but that's if Bitcoin starts to reverse as well. That's a tall order right now. Crypto is having a hard time as far as liquidity, but we're moving into Q4. Let's see what Q4 has to offer. Possibly, if we see some momentum and some liquidity coming back into the market, we may see a stronger Q4, and then that would set us up for Q1 of next year. Hopefully it would be better, even better yet, right? So that is what we have on AAVE. Let's take a look at the daily real quick. See if there's anything significant. No, actually, the daily is still under a B2. So on the daily, we're still pretty strong. You can see here, I'm pretty surprised that AAVE is holding strong here. It's actually holding up pretty well, even with Bitcoin's pullback, recent pullback. AAVE has had a small pullback as well, but nothing major. The trend is still intact, so we're still under that B2 signal. That B2 signal is still an uptrend. So on the daily, we have an uptrend. On the 4 hour, we have the beginning of a downtrend or correction. And so if that continues, that will bleed over into AAVE. And then, like I said, AAVE most likely would retest the $57 to $59 area. Currently on the daily, RSI is 56, so it's slightly bullish, slightly into strength. The EMA trend is bullish. Like I said, it's still under the B2 green cloud, and the DMA is still bullish because we haven't had an S1 reversal signal yet. We're still in expansion, which is really good. So there is strength to this, and we could have another push to the upside if Bitcoin makes a try to the upside as well. Chances are we'd probably not make it past the 67, $68 area, but you never know. We might push a little bit higher. We might even make it to that resistance, which is 71. And then the reversal, we're in reversal here. So, okay, yeah. So being in reversal, it's because of this area, that little pullback. Being in reversal, I'm not expecting too much power unless Bitcoin makes a significant move. Okay. So there you go. The volatility on the daily is 27, 27 is actually pretty good. I like AAVE because there's more volatility than a lot of the other altcoins, and it's much more than Bitcoin as well. So when AAVE moves, it has a tendency to move much more than Bitcoin. So that's good for all of you traders out there, and it's also good for the next bull run, because it takes less money, less liquidity to move AAVE than it would Bitcoin. Okay. So there you have it, friends. I don't want to make the video too long. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. Please hit that like button if you would. It really helps me out. I'm just starting the channel. I'd like to grow the channel. If this information is useful to you, remember, it's not investment advice. I'm just sharing with you the technical analysis and with the tools that I have on the charts. If you appreciate that, please subscribe and please hit the like. We will see you next time.